What's going on, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. So good to see you guys. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that great stuff. Going into the new year, and I'm excited. So let's do this. All right, so we're picking back up on the series that we've been doing about knowing your colors and how knowing your colors can help to boost your cash flow. So here we are with part three. Are you ready for this? Because it is all coming up. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, for those of you that are tuning in for the very first time ever, hello, hello, hello. My name is Valerie Walton. Very excited to be here with you. Just in case you were doing a little research and this is not your first time, if you've seen me before, you'll notice my name has changed from Lewis to Walton because I got married this year. So, very excited about all of that as well. Um, so, here's the deal. For so many home business owners, right? They know that they want to make money, but they don't have a full understanding of exactly how to do that step by step. They're given contradictory, confusing business advice that leaves them feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated that their business is becoming harder than it should be, harder than what people are describing it to be. And so, what I do is I help people to develop the clarity and the confidence necessary so that you can have some very simple daily steps that only take a few hours a day that will help you to grow a business that will allow you to help more people and also make more money, of course, so that you can live a happier lifestyle without any financial limits. All right, limitless, completely limitless. That's what I like to focus on. So, with that, this is why I'm doing this particular series as well. And I encourage you to get on my email list if you haven't already. Go ahead, come on up in here, get on Val's Victory VIP list, where I share with you a lot more exclusive step by step details on how to grow that type of business, what things you should look out for, what kinds of mistakes that most people make, but you get to avoid because you hooked up with me. All right, so like I said, we're going over color personalities today. And I think I'm going to pull back up what I was looking at before, what I showed you before, just in case this is the first video you're seeing out of the series. So let me get back into that. But anyway, I'm talking about color personalities. So I'm just sticking with the classic red, blue, yellow, and green personalities. I know some people, they're like, oh, I'm orange, I'm white. Okay, great. That's beautiful. You purple, whatever. But I'm just focused on the classic four. These are also parallel to the disc personalities, whether you're talking about eagle, peacock, owl, and what's the other one? The parrot, or what have you. So it's generally the same thing. For those of you that have ever been a part of my internet income boot camp, you already know how I parallel the two and show you how to use those color personalities as leverage for you to continue growing your business in a way that's satisfying for both you and the prospect, right? Because that's really what we want. It's nice for you to make a sale, but do you really feel good about yourself when you made a sale with a feeling of, oh, I manipulated this person into doing what I wanted them to do, right? I got them to buy my stuff versus, you know what, I feel so good that I was able to help somebody in some way, enhance their lives, improve their lives, solve a problem. See, that feels so much better, right? And that's what we really want to focus on. Hey, Colleen, aloha, welcome. Very happy to see you. Colleen is one of my marketing pals out there in Hawaii, which I really need to go to. Like, I'm not even joking. I got to get out there. Okay. So, for those of you who haven't seen this workbook before, I'm going to show you a little piece of it. This is actually from another marketing friend of mine who's also a fellow coach who works alongside me in some of those workshops I've been telling you that we host every few weeks to help home business owners get the clarity, confidence, and the cash flow that they need. Um, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you so you guys can see this. Okay, I'm gonna get it right this time. I'm gonna get it right. Sharing the screen. Yes. My husband's on this. And of course, look, before I share my screen, look, so I got Colleen saying aloha. I just introduced you guys, right? And then, of course, my husband's going to bring up golf courses. Of course. I love it. I love it. So anyway, happy to have everybody on. So let me go ahead and put this on the stream, and then I'm going to just take this real quick out of here. Okay, so my pal Stacy has written this workbook. You can learn a little more about her as well. I absolutely adore her. And as you can see, when you get access to this workbook, it is so helpful with understanding people that, you know, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people think that, you know, you've got to have these magic words to say to people. And honestly, the magic words are simply you just coming to the realization that communication is key. What makes you better at communicating with folks is being willing and having an open enough mind to want to understand another person. You don't have to completely agree with them. You don't have to be exactly like them. I know we always hear about like-minded individuals and even parody that in network marketing, but you don't need all of that. If you can just relate, right? If you can come to an understanding, find a way to be able to help this person find what they're looking for, help this person solve a problem they've got, you're good to go. Okay. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, in the workbook, you'll see that she does go over color personalities. She's got a chart here, but there are other charts as well that further help you out. So if you want something like this, then you'll want to go ahead and get access to the Go for Yes challenge. Now, the Go for Yes challenge is only $1. It's only $1. And for the $1, this is what you get. You get a 5-day challenge. So each day you're going to learn something new, right? And if you want to know what that is, chat, look, let me show y'all, because this is ridiculous right here. Let me show you what you get access to. It's going to be exciting. All right. So look at this, look at this, look at this. Is it going to let me share my screen again? And let me also go ahead and put it in the comments. Boom. So you get access to that. All right. Cool, cool. I better open it up in a tab so everybody can see it. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. Full screen. Show it on the stream again. And this is what you're going to get. 5-day experience so that you can finally have people happily saying yes to your products, join your opportunity. Day 1, you're going to learn a 4-step plan to authentically sell more products in a way, product in a way that makes you and them feel amazing. Identify the pain points your audience has so that you can speak to their soul and influence them to take action. The source for never-ending content ideas so that you have a daily strategy on what to post and when to post it for maximum results. Choosing where to establish your social media presence to tap into hungry buyers for your particular business. And even the secret sauce to track prospect growth and turn new social media friends into biz partners. In addition to that, you're also going to get access to me, Val, and Val's Victory Vault, better known as MLSP. You're going to get 30 additional days of live coaching and support in these uncertain times, and a complete marketing system to help you start getting results. All of that for $1, plus 1 free coaching session with me, valued at $397, because that's normally what I charge. You're getting all of that for $1. Crazy, crazy. I don't know who crazy enough to not take advantage of that, but you should. Okay. Now, when you get this, I believe there is on the second page, right? When you click that you want access to this, it will allow you to upgrade so that you can also get that workbook as a companion. I highly recommend you get the workbook. So you'll get access to the 5-day videos plus the workbook, and you'll get to keep it for life. And all you paid was $1. So whether you decide to continue working with me beyond the 30 days or not, that's irrelevant. I just want you to make sure that you have your hands on that training and that workbook, if nothing else, something that you'll always be able to hold on to. Okay. So now, with all of that being said, let's talk about today's color, which is yellow. I've talked about red, and then I talked about blue, and then we hit the holidays, and now we're back. So with the yellow personality, what's really interesting about them is that they're so giving, to the point of even being, self-sacrificing. Okay. Yellow personalities are generally considered to be, the sunniest, brightest personalities. They're intuitive. They're very friendly. They're the peacekeeper. They are the healers, right? So typically you'll see people in the medical field, doctors, nurses, would be yellow personalities. People that love to work in that setting of helping others or being a part of a team or part of a tribe, part of a community. Community is the thing that tugs on their heartstrings, wanting to be a part of something bigger than themselves. So yeah, you'll find this with doctors and nurses. You'll find this with like rescue workers. You'll find it with like, firefighters, police officers, librarians, even with pastors, right? They have this sunny deposition, and they want to focus on helping people. They like to create opportunities for people to say yes to them, to a whole new level of living, existing, and enjoying life, right? So that is your yellow personality. And this is why when you are prospecting for your business, if you discover that you have a yellow personality that you're working with, you don't need to focus on, oh, child, look at all this cash you're going to make. Oh, look at my bank account. Like, this is the least of the four colors that wants to know about that kind of stuff. With a red personality, yeah, they'll be like, all right, show me the numbers. With a yellow personality, it's not quite as left brained. This is more right brain. This is more, let's get creative and let's see how, where there's an emotional attachment to the success. That's really what yellow personalities focus on, more so than anything else. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't care at all about money and they just want to be in a business just to be in it and smile at folks. I'm not saying that. But you definitely want to keep the emphasis throughout the conversation on what their desires are, in terms of to what value do they hold, creating that type of community, that environment. A lot of times you'll see yellow personalities want to coach or want to create something where they can then build a tribe around it. Um, so what they really want to focus on is working together. They really don't like to get all the credit. Unlike a blue personalities love to be able to receive recognition for what they do. They work hard at it, and they feel that because of that, because they put a lot into it, right? It makes them feel good. It makes them feel loved to know that people recognize that and appreciate it. For yellow personalities, however, they don't want that recognition. They're far from being in the spotlight, although they are hardworking. They would really like to see the collective. They'd like to see the entire community as a whole get the credit, if anybody gets it, and not just themselves. So they're typically a little more shy or meek mannered when it comes to receiving recognition for all the things that they do. And trust me, they do a lot. So, I would definitely consider like my dad or my brother to be a yellow personality. My dad was is a retired police officer, and he did it even though, at first they turned him away because they said he was overqualified. My dad has a genius IQ. He was the salutatorian at his high school, and yeah, very, very, very intelligent, and just had a lot of skills that aren't really necessary to be a police officer. And so at first they were like, yeah, you're way overqualified for this. You don't really want to do this, do you? And he was like, yes, he wanted to give back. He wanted to help the community. And so he joined the Washington Metropolitan Police Department. I think about 2 years after the '68 riots. He started working there in 1970. And for somebody like, and not only in that setting, honestly, previous to that, he was, he served in the military, he was in the army. And then even beyond that, he's always focused on community and helping folks. And he really doesn't like to get a lot of the credit for it, even though he does so much. So, I mean, he works within his community even after retiring from the police department and moving back to his hometown in North Carolina, and also helping out in his church, and just volunteering, and even like working out in the garden that he has in his backyard that he built from scratch. And it's like he wants to be able to give to people. He likes to take care of people. He likes to be there for folks and be that dependable person. And so that right there, that's a yellow personality. And I found that my brother is the same way. He is, uh, graduated with honors from his university, went to an HBCU, woo, woo, woo. Um, was a SGA president, right? Because he really cared about making the environment a better place for every student there, even well beyond him graduating. He wasn't just thinking about, right now in the moment. He was thinking about future, right? So that's what you get when you're around a yellow personality. They make you feel at home, even though you may not know them very well personally. And they just make you feel like you matter. They make you feel like you're a part of something. They don't really single you out. It's a team effort. It's almost like a family feel. And that is what you're dealing with a yellow personality. So when you're talking to them, you really want to make sure that you keep the focus on those things. They're typically very family oriented. So if they have families, talk to them more about their families and what goals they have for their business. Not only what are the goals specifically, but in what ways do they feel that is going to benefit their families. You may even want to talk to them about what type of team setting that they want to be able to create for their folks once they're in the business with you and now they're ready to build up a team of their own. These are the types of things that yellow personalities will thrive in conversation about. They will not want it to end. They don't want the hey, look at my check conversation. They don't want the three-way calls where they're going to feel pressured into making a decision. They're very much capable of making their own decision. It's just a matter of them wanting to know not just what's in it for them, but what's in it for the people they care about now that they know that they're going to become better in this area. Super important to discuss those types of things with them. So if you go a different route and you treat them as if they're a red personality and show them checks and show them results, they're going to be like, that's wonderful. Bye. Or if you're treating them like they're a blue personality and telling them about all the fun they're going to have, they're going to be like, that's great. Bye. And you're going to be wondering, well, how come it worked for this person last week? It's not working on this person. Different personalities, different values that they hold as a priority above another. And this is why you got to start learning these things and studying this and become better when it comes to communicating with people. And the way that you become better at that is to be able to understand people better and to be willing to keep that open mind and to keep your ears open as well, and listen out for the clues, listen out for the things that people are telling you they want, and then you provide that to them. This really, like, prospecting and conversation is really not rocket science. It is not as hard as you may initially think that it is, right? It's only hard to you because it's new and it's unfamiliar. But once you start to become familiar with it, this thing can be so easy, and you can start signing up people left and right. And that's why I wanted to introduce these colors to you now. And then we can build upon that once you're on the email list, you're part of the VIP list. And then we can go a little bit deeper into it, and I can give you more tips on how to have these conversations, what types of questions are best asked for each personality, so that you can point them in the right direction for them, what's right for them. Too many times network marketers are so freaking focused on what's in it for ourselves that we don't do the thing that we're supposed to do, the thing that we're responsible for as an entrepreneur, which is what's in it for them, what is in it for the audience, what is in it for that prospect, that potential customer, what is in it for them. If you can create an experience that is pleasant, that is memorable, they will not only become your customer today, they will stay your customer forever. They will become loyal to you and they will keep coming back. And that's really what you are going to want in your business and what you're going to need in your business if you want your business to be sustainable. I've been looking around, and you might have seen me rant a little bit earlier today on my profile, but I couldn't help it, Chael. I was like, Chael, I'll talk about what I posted about another day because it's a whole other topic. But one thing that I noticed is you'll see people talking about all the success they're having right now. 3 years from now, 5 years from now, crickets. Why? Because they were able to close a sale right then and there, which is great. That's wonderful, right? Any sale, you can get yourself a sale in business. Congrats. But where's the sustainability? This is also why one of the reasons why you have a lot of network marketers jumping from company to company, because they have not been patient enough to develop the skills necessary to maintain, to create a business that will be stable for them, which can also in turn create a legacy that they can leave behind. Too many people want to keep jumping. They want to keep jumping because they didn't get the instant result. But I promise you, if you focus on these fundamentally sound concepts and principles of not only business, but honestly, this is about life. The better you understand another human being, the better quality of life you create for yourself and for them. And when you can then also pour that into your business, child, you're going to be paid for life and then some. So hopefully this has helped you today. I so admire yellow personalities. That is not who I am. I'm the red and the blue, and I think at times I switch back and forth. Lately, I feel like I've become much more of a blue, primarily, and then a red as my secondary. And then I would probably say, I don't know. Green would possibly be next and yellow last, actually. So it just depends. You would probably either need to take a test for it or have someone who's good at this to assess you, because a lot of times we may take a test and we answer the questions in a way that we'd ideally like to respond to the questions that they ask you, but that's not actually how you would respond. So it's a little tricky there. Anyway, I see, Miranda is on. Hello. Great to see you. Thank you for joining me. And I know this is Hawaiian, Colleen. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this, but I have a feeling this is about Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Am I right? Oh my gosh, I hope so. All right, you guys. Let me click this off. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It is very simple. When you're thinking about the values that somebody holds dear and you talk to them about those things, yes, they're going to be excited to talk to you. the conversation is going to be something that will excite them, that will create a space for them to feel comfortable opening up and sharing certain things with you, that will in turn help you with the clues necessary to offer them the right offer. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I want you to take this stuff, take everything that I've said, process it, and then come back right back here tomorrow live at 5. Same Profitpreneur time, same Profitpreneur channel, because going into 2022, honey, look, we ain't just gonna be entrepreneurs. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out here who broke. No, we don't just want to be entrepreneurs. We want to be profitpreneurs, right? We want to be influencepreneurs. We want to be able to impact the world, impact our little piece of the world, which is our target audience, in a manner that will allow them to really be able to thrive in life, even in the midst of all the crazy that might be going on around them. And to be able to do that and make money in the process, which then in turn helps you in your life and your family. Like, my goodness, it just, there's no better feeling. You know what I mean? So anyway, hope you got value from this. If you have, make sure that you do this right here. Save some time, get on Val's Victory VIP list for exclusive details on, you guessed it, how to boost your profits right now, step by step. And you can do that simply by going to ValerieWalton.com, get on my email list, and I will be happy to have you. There is room on my Victory VIP list for you because you are VIP. Thanks again, and I will see you guys tomorrow live at 5. Bye.